She goes by the name of Rachel Armstrong. She's with me right now. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How's everybody?
Good, good. We're doing real good out here. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So, before I get to the questions, I have seen you wrestle before.
Oh yeah?
This was back in the summer of this year. Girl Fight Wrestling at Jeffersonville, Indiana. Um,
Yeah.
I am good friends with Pondo. Shout out to Pondo. Shout out to Girl Fight Wrestling, Billy Starks, and
Love
everybody.
Pondo.
Um, Billy's killing it in the wrestling scene,
Heck,
obviously, and I think
heck yeah.
yeah. So shout out to I think you was scheduled to face Billy that night, but there were some changes, and you went up against a different opponent that night. But I got to see you nonetheless, and I was very impressed with what I saw from Miss Armstrong. You know, she very talented, very talented. Uh,
Thank you.
so I definitely hope to see more of you in the future, for sure. So talk about your wrestling journey as far as you getting started in the business.
Yeah, I started training about a year and a half ago at this point. Um, I started training at WCWO with Joey Owens. Um, I trained about a couple months before I had my first match on like a rookie showcase kind of show. See where we're all at. And from there, I kind of just started continually wrestling. And now I wrestle every week there, and I'm starting to more, um, get to more shows at different places and starting to travel a little bit more, which is really cool and exciting. But yeah,
All right. So who's some of the wrestlers that have inspired you? Who are the ones that got you into being a wrestler?
um, quite a few. I stumbled upon it on like YouTube in like middle school, and like from like the first time I ever saw it, I was like, whoa, that's like really cool. I want to do that. I'd say the first match that I saw was AJ Lee and someone was fighting together. But AJ Lee's definitely been a huge piece in me even having interest in it. And a lot of the other women just kept, as I found out about more about it and started watching it more, it really inspired me to keep going for it. And, Sasha, one of my big favorites, Sasha and Bailey and Charlotte and all them, when they started revolutionizing everything and having more than a couple minutes kind of showing out there. And that's what really pushed it for me to really get into it and start training.
Awesome. I definitely love AJ Lee. Um, I'm very sad that her wrestling career didn't last long, but she's definitely moved on to some bigger things now. Being
Yeah, I see she's in WOW now. That's like really awesome.
Wow, Women of Wrestling. They just
Yeah.
with their new season. I got a chance, and she's on commentary. So
Mhm.
she's engaged with that promotion. Um, and that promotion's been around for decades, and they've had some
Yeah.
big names there. So to see her contribute to the relaunch of WoW is truly amazing. I'm just happy that she's back in wrestling again, even if she's not a in-ring competitor. She's definitely inspiring the next generation of talent. And then you mentioned Sasha. Um, Sasha's having quite the year, especially her time away for the ring. She's definitely updating the brand. per se. She's doing more than
Yeah.
just wrestling. She's becoming quite the phenomenon. Um, so her and Naomi, obviously, and it'll be interesting to see if and when they do come back, especially now that WWE is under Triple H tutelage now, because of course Vince retired. Um, but I will say, as a lifelong WWE fan, that I am very encouraged with Triple H leadership, and I think, and I truly believe Sasha and Naomi will eventually come back. But I guess with them, they just focusing on other things, and that's fine. Do what you got to do. Keep updating their brand, put that awareness out there. I mean, fans are chomping at the bit of them coming back. I know I am. So, it's just a matter of when they come back. So, you know, for now, I'm good with Damage Control. I'm cool with
Yeah.
Bianca. I'm cool with Liv and some of the other talented people in the roster. They got it covered. They're gonna come back and fit right on in just fine. And it sounds like you near a train or something. Sound like you near a train. You outside?
What was that?
I heard some noise in
Oh
the
yeah,
background.
yeah. There's a train right now.
I thought I could have sworn that sounded like some train noise, a horn or something. But
Yeah,
nevertheless,
I'm pretty close to a train track.
okay, I got you. I got you. So you definitely have made a name for yourself in the tri-state area. You doing some shows. Um, and so talk about your as far as how you feel about your wrestling, as far as you evolving at a young age, adapting, doing more shows, getting yourself out there. How are you feeling about your career up to this point?
I'm definitely pretty proud of it. I mean, for a year and a half, there's so many things I've gotten to do and experience that I never would have thought like would have came so quickly. But I'm super grateful for it. Um, it's really exciting to kind of be where I'm at right now and start. It's really cool to see how far I've come, and it's really exciting to now I feel like everything's starting to really open up, and I'm starting to do a lot more things, and really get to experience it. And I feel pretty confident about what I can do, at least like in the general vicinity of like knowing what I'm doing. So now it's really just a evolution and adding on and getting better and learning more things now that I got the general structure of stuff. So that's really cool. Um, yeah, just keep working and getting better at this point. Always.
That's definitely the plan. Just evolve, get better, learn more, and you're definitely on the right path. Obviously, a very promising future indeed, and so that's awesome. I want to talk to you about a picture that I saw on your Instagram. It's actually your latest post, and it's from 5 days ago. Is a picture of you holding what appears to be a key, and some of the
Yeah.
writing reads "Key to the City." So talk about that particular picture and that being the key to the city. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's for a promotion I wrestle at called BCCW. It's one of their annual shows that they do. It's called Key to the City, and um, it's just a regular, well, not a regular show because it is a more amplified show. But there's like a not tournament, but in a way it's a tournament to determine like who holds the key. And this year I won that match, and now that I have the key, I can go for any title that I choose. within that year, really. So now I hold that key, and I can whenever there's a show, I can go challenge whatever title I want to title or whatever title I want to challenge for.
That's awesome. So to all the current champions of DCCW, beware of Rachel Armstrong. Cause she not only is she's coming for one of y'all, obviously, and she's coming and she wants to be a champion. The key is nice.
Yeah, I'm putting everybody on notice.
Yeah, everybody's on notice. It don't matter who the champion is now or who the champion is moving, down the road. Just know that it could be during a match, it could be after a match, it might even be happening before the match even happens. so, you never know. Uh, so Rachel, I see you. You got any upcoming shows, upcoming appearances? Tell the people where they can find you in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a lot more opportunities now, which is really cool. Um, Next week on October 1st, I'll be in Jake County at DCCW, which is where I hold that key, and that's going to be a pretty big show. They've got Mick Foley and the Boogeyman coming in for that, so you guys should totally come out to that. It's going to be a really cool show. I'll be in Pennsylvania in a couple weeks. Comfortsville, Indiana in a couple weeks. Got West Virginia coming up here, which is going to be pretty cool. And like I said, every Friday night at WCWO in downtown Indianapolis. You can always come see me there.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check out Rachel at the show. She's definitely expanding. She's making her way into different places, different states. So be on the lookout for Rachel Armstrong. I believe you are on Instagram. Yeah, you are on Instagram because I know mentioned it.
Yeah, I got all kinds of social media.
So Rachel, uh, multiple underscores Armstrong is her Instagram handle, and I see that you're gonna be, you class of 2024. That's what's up. Accounting and
Yeah,
finance. So not only is
a little backup plan going on.
yeah. So just shout out to those that's getting that education while still pursuing the dream. So that's that's very thoughtful, very very thoughtful. So kids, boys and girls, even with the passion of your profession, go to school, boys and girls. Go to school, get your education, get that degree, and take care of that. It's something to keep an eye on for sure. That the independent wrestling in general is incredible. So much talent out there, and I know, like so many wrestlers, people have a list of people that they want to have matches with. That want to have matches with people up against or teaming up or whatever. Um, you can give me a few names of some of the wrestlers, male, female, most notably on the indie side. Who are some of the indie wrestlers out there you want to go up against one day?
I faced Billy Stars one time before, but I would love to get in there with her another time. Um, I'd love to fight Kylie Ray. Um, really everybody, man. I just want to go everywhere, face everybody, do everything. So who knows? We'll see what will happen.
Okay, okay. She coming for you, Billy. She wants to win the match. And from my understanding, uh, Billy is still the girl fight champion. So
Yes, she is.
whenever Pondo and company are to put together another girl fight show, and obviously you two were supposed to face each other the last show at Jeffersonville. I think we need to have a Rachel versus Billy for that title in a future show. And I would like for that to be at Jeffersonville so I can actually be that person to see it. Uh, that's just me though. Um, I'm about an hour away from Jeffersonville, Indiana. So, and Pondo's good people. So shout out to Pondo. And I enjoyed the last show that y'all had. So I'll definitely like to see y'all come back there. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, you definitely are a good talent. You're very unique, hard hitting. You know, good talent, very humble person, have a bright future in the business, and you definitely repping for Indiana. You repping for Indy. You repping for the hometown crowd. So I definitely see great things in the future for Rachel Armstrong. I truly do. And I've only seen one match of you in person. So I can only imagine, you continue to grow and evolve and getting better. And I definitely look forward to seeing more of you in the future. Y'all check her out at some of these shows. Check her out on Instagram at Rachel multiple underscore Armstrong. She's on Facebook as well. Go check her out there as well. Um, Rachel, it was great chatting with you on the show this evening. Thank you so much for your time. It was good to see you at Jeffersonville this past summer, and hopefully we'll cross paths again. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.